The asset management application helps with the tracking of company assets, including equipment, tools, or machinery, with the purpose of supporting calibration and maintenance programs, as well as asset inventory needs to ensure compliance with ISO and API management system standards. The asset landing page shows the list of assets in the company. Here you can see the asset type, the description of the asset, the model and serial number, the location the asset belongs to, as well as the asset status. And-on lights provide additional information on the status of calibration, PM, or repair applicable to the asset. From here, users can filter the data based on locations and asset types, as well as print or download the information as desired. Admins can use the column picker function to select different columns to display. To facilitate finding relevant information quickly, users can select from 4 available views: Assets View, which is the default view, Calibration View, Preventive Maintenance View, or Repair View. To add a new asset, asset admins can click on the Add Asset button and complete fields such as asset type, location, model number, and asset description, among others. You can drag and drop a picture of the asset, which will be used as the asset icon. You can also assign the asset to an employee or select a customer or supplier if the asset is customer or supplier property. When you have finished entering the basic information for the asset, you will find various switches to help you configure the asset. Turning any of these switches on will activate the features. Tracking usage will allow you to add miles or hours to the asset in order to trigger preventive maintenance. If you need to track configuration changes, then turn this switch on. If the asset is used for testing, measuring, monitoring, or detection, commonly referred to as calibration, turn the TMMDE switch on. If the asset requires preventive maintenance, then you can turn this switch on. Once done, you can save the asset or continue with the additional configuration of calibration and PM. The settings page is divided into various tabs to make it easier to configure areas applicable to your asset, such as calibration and maintenance programs. Some of the configurable features in the Assets tab are ability to configure the prefix of the asset ID, set specific fields to show or not show, or to be required or not required, add asset types, add manufacturers, configure the history log to track anything that happens to the asset. If your company uses sub-assets, you can turn this feature on and configure the available fields to suit your equipment maintenance program. From the landing page, users can click on any asset to access the Asset Detail view, where all information available for the asset is shown, including a picture of the asset location, model, serial number, manufacturer, date built or acquired, purchase price, manual, and other things. If configuration was turned on for the asset, you can expand the Configuration Changes section to view or add configuration changes. Admins can expand the history log to view all that has happened to this asset. If the asset needs repair, you can request a work order from here, or if the asset was already repaired, you can add that via the Quick Repair function if it was turned on in the app settings. On the My Tasks page, users can view assets pending any calibration, preventive maintenance, or repair tasks. The admin tasks focus on general tasks for all admin and tech roles, while the My Tasks page shows tasks specifically assigned to a user. Real-time key performance indicators provide a graphical representation of assets by location, assets by department, assets by status, and total assets by asset type. Other KPIs are also available for the calibration and maintenance programs. To learn more about Web QMS and its features, check out our Web QMS user manuals and additional e-learning videos, or reach out to our support team with any questions. Thank you for watching this overview of WebQMS.